Today's horoscope and tarot from Astro Academy, Cancer, March 2, 2022. With today's transits, you're learning something important by observation, but you're also inclined to actively participate. You've recently begun an 18-month cycle that points you in the direction of your association with groups, friends, and networking. It's a time for discovering a need to connect with others, or be part of a group or the community. Cultivating true friendships can be rewarding now and until July 2023. Your relationships with others, as well as your relationship with yourself, will benefit. Today, relating seems to support your growth, and this feels right. You may very well stumble upon some information that supports the development of a friendship or a feeling of belonging. Someone's got the key to your heart. For instance, the moon continues to wander through your amorous fifth house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression, bringing emphasis and intuitive clarity to themes surrounding everything from your heart's desires to your romantic interests. With Luna sitting in an intuitive trine to dreamy Neptune in Pisces via your expansive ninth house of adventure, higher learning, and unknown territory, you could be fantasizing about your ideal romance. Keep in mind that the moon will also meet with powerhouse Pluto in your relationships sector, adding a layer of intensity to the mix. Commitments are on your mind. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn trines the North Node in Taurus, aligning your two sectors of socialization. As of now, Mercury retrograde is casting a shadow of doubt on your professional commitments and relationships. Any conversation about such could lead to redirection. After all, the North Node of fate and destiny aims to lead you to more valuable connections that could fulfill your professional aspirations. So, today's trine could leave you with food for thought as to who and what to commit to when you consider the value of your professional destiny. Mercury's departure from your financial sector yesterday has left you with a smart head for money, and as he retrograde back out, the gift of hindsight, but with a chance now to look to the future. Mercury will return next month, but for the first time since the solar spotlight moved onto your financial situation and money matters last week, there is a chance to look to where you are going rather than where you have been. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything, sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. The slightest thing today is probably going to set you off. And you don't want to make the wrong move around you know who. Forget about wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Be stoic instead. If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. The planetary position today prompts you to center your mind through physical activity. Yoga, stretching and running are all activities that require concentrated breathing, and this is recommended now. Balance is everything. Breathe in and breathe out. If your body is not on a regular schedule, your mind will find it more challenging to handle decision-making and emotional communication. Concentrate on eating at regular times and getting exercise at least 3 times a week. Take a look at your budget on this day. This day is all about money and the way it flows in and out of your life. Even if this is something you routinely stay on top of, it certainly won't hurt to have another look. If you find ways to improve your situation, then it will be worth the time you took. Further, this is a good day to ask about a raise if you feel that it is due to you. Your tarot reading for today. The Star, Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. The cards drawn here indicate a change in your personal life, which could happen in March. The idea of a transition is dominant, between a rather negative period and a positive period. You have obviously been in a rather difficult period for several weeks, and the cycle will reverse soon, This is the meaning of the message that is found here. The difficulties you have experienced have strengthened you and will pay off in the end. Indeed, both financially and professionally, it hasn't always been easy, and despite the concessions that you have made, you are still waiting for results, and you get the impression that it is never going to end. And rightly so. Many times you thought you had reached the end of the tunnel, and at the last moment there was more bad news which pushed the end away again. You see this as an injustice and don't understand why fate is treating you like this. This time might be the good one. The figure on the third card is the symbol of the light coming back to you. In other words, luck is turning and putting itself on your side. This luck is not related to chance, but to the end of a cycle and the renewal of things. Your destiny is now entering a new phase where you will find yourself on paths of happiness and where the negative won't be following you around anymore. Congratulations, a new life starts tomorrow. Our eyes in the sky. You could have a chance encounter with someone from your past who has reappeared in your life. This random meeting could prove to be beneficial, as it might open doors for you to achieve greatness in the future. You could also have a rendezvous or conversation with a former lover, which could clear up a lot of heartbreak that you experienced in the relationship. You might even bump into a childhood friend who gives you a push in the right professional direction. Keep your eyes and ears open for any information you hear today because it is fated. You might want to take action on the news. However, because of Mercury's retrograde, this is not the ideal time to move forward. The more you push the energy, the more frustrating it will be. Allow yourself to take in and absorb the information. Listen to what people are saying, and take note of how you're feeling. This will help you gain clarity on matters as well as understand them on a deeper and more personal level. Luckily, there's a glimmer of hope in the cosmos as a separating aspect between Mercury, Mars, and Venus can help you pull strength from the ones you love. If you need to vent throughout the day, hit up your bestie and let it all out. As the day comes to a close, the vibe remains serious but lighter. Use tonight to realign with your goals and give yourself a little pep talk for tomorrow. This aspect brings two planetary bodies connecting in water amidst a sky dominated by planets in Earth signs. We may be in an investigative mood, and the depths we seek to plumb relate to feelings, creative instincts, or spiritual longings. Heed the messages of your subconscious mind and pay attention to signs. We may not notice it right now, but our interactions have a fated quality about them. We could be drawn into the orbit of mysterious strangers who allow us to make peace with our past. Conversely, we might attract people through the intensity of our emotions. Magnetism is powerful, and we should be conscious to use it wisely. Seek to manipulate situations for the benefit of all involved, not to satisfy your ego.